All right, so you know how everyone always talks about Greek myths and Shakespeare?
Right.
But like hidden in plain sight, there's this whole other world of incredible stories.
Hmm.
German ballads. And we've got this really cool program from a theater group. It's called the Theater Ensemble Ballade.
Okay.
And it's for their Balladen-Revue, which basically means ballad review.
Uh-huh.
It lists all these classics, Die Bergschaft, der Erlkönig, John
Oh
Maynard.
yeah, die Lorelei.
Oh, de Lorelei for sure.
Even their werewolf.
Whoa, so we're talking like a real mix here.
Yeah.
Some super famous ones and then some that maybe people haven't heard of as much.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's so cool about this program.
Okay, so let's dive into this a little bit. Like, what exactly was a Balladen-Revue? I mean, was it like a storytelling variety show kind of thing?
That's a great way to put it. Yeah. Like, picture this. You're in this, like, dimly lit theater, right?
Mm-hmm.
And instead of, like, one long play, they've got these different acts, each one bringing a different ballad to life.
Oh, I like that. Music, costumes, maybe even some very early special effects to make it even more dramatic.
Ooh, I can practically hear the audience gasping. When the actor playing the Erlkönig, reaches for that poor kid.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Chillin'. But speaking of those ballads, you mentioned a couple that maybe some people aren't as familiar with. Like, what are those all about?
It's about this sailor battling, like, crazy storms and icy conditions up in the Arctic. So it's kind of a story about, like, human resilience and facing down the power of nature.
So it seems like these ballads weren't just spooky stories. They actually dealt with some pretty serious themes.
For sure.
What makes them classic, though? And why do you think they connected so much with people back then?
Well, they weren't just entertainment, you know. They were a way to think about what it means to be human, like Der Werewolf and the battle between good and evil.
Right.
Die Bergschaft and keeping your promises no matter what.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Die Lorelei with that, like, dangerous pull of the mysterious and unknown.
Definitely.
And the fact that they were so popular tells you they were woven into the very fabric of German culture.
Passed down through generations.
Exactly.
It's really making me think what it would have been like to experience these stories back then. No Netflix, no radio, just going to the theater and being totally swept away by the emotion and drama of it all.
Oh, absolutely. And don't forget, it was a communal experience.
Oh, that's right.
Communities coming together to connect with their shared history, their fears, their hopes. It was about belonging.
So this program gives us a cool snapshot of a certain place and time.
Definitely does.
But it also raises a ton of questions.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what other ways did people experience these ballads? Were they sung in taverns, told around a fire? Did they make their way into paintings and local legends?
Well, that's the thing about powerful stories. They can pop up anywhere.
True, true.
It's not hard to imagine these ballads becoming part of everyday life, you know? Their themes echoing in songs, paintings, even those local legends you mentioned.
So we've done a pretty deep dive here into German ballads thanks to this awesome program. What's the main thing you want our listener to take away from this?
I think the big takeaway is that this program is more than just a list of stories. It gives us a glimpse into a time when those stories came alive on stage.
And for a specific audience, too.
Yeah, and it shows us how powerful storytelling can be, how these tales can resonate with us even after all these years.
And hey, maybe this deep dive has sparked something in you. Maybe it's time to explore some of these ballads yourself.
Good idea.
Who knows? You might find a new favorite or even make some connections to stories we're telling today. Until next time.
Happy listening.